How many times have you minimized your own achievements? How many times have you felt you weren't capable? How many times have you questioned whether you deserve to be where you are? The more you grow, the more you doubt. This isn't weakness. This has a name. And today you're going to understand why. Impostor syndrome. The psychological experience of feeling you don't deserve your success, despite all evidence to the contrary. The sensation that you fooled everyone. Today we're going to understand why incredible people like you carry this weight, and the 5 practical paths to free yourself. Stay until the end, because the last tip is the most transformative. In 1978, psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes discovered something surprising. High-performing women live tormented by the feeling of being frauds. They attributed everything to luck, timing, never to their own capability. The cruel paradox. The more you achieve, the stronger that voice becomes saying you're not enough, as if success increased the fear of being discovered. You know what this means? If you feel this, you probably are competent. Impostor syndrome doesn't attack mediocre people. It is precisely those who care, who dedicate themselves. It's not a mental illness. It's a thought pattern that sabotages your self-confidence and prevents you from seeing the truth. You got here because you are capable. This syndrome has different faces. The perfectionist. If it's not flawless, I failed. You set impossible standards. One small mistake makes you feel like a fraud. The superhero. I need to work harder than everyone to prove my worth. You exhaust yourself compensating for an incapability that only exists in your head. The natural genius. If I need to put in effort, I'm not really intelligent. You're ashamed of your own effort. The soloist. If I ask for help, they'll discover I'm incompetent. You isolate yourself to prove something unnecessary. The expert. I never know enough. You postpone dreams waiting to be 100% ready. A day that never comes. Recognized any? Sometimes we carry more than one, and that's okay. The roots run deep. Often they come from childhood. Being labeled the smart one becomes a prison. You can't make mistakes. Or the opposite. Your achievements were minimized, teaching you that you're never enough. And then comes today's world, the culture of perfection on social media. We only see others' highlights. Success without process, victory without effort. You compare your backstage with everyone's illuminated stage. But there's the worst part, the vicious cycle. You receive an important task. Feel anxiety. Work excessively or procrastinate. Succeed. And think, it was luck. It wasn't competence. This reinforces that you're not capable. The cycle restarts stronger. Success doesn't convince you. It only increases the fear. When a voice appears, say, "This is imposter syndrome talking." It's not the truth. You take away its power. Transform a supposed truth into a distorted thought. Feelings are not facts. Create a success archive. Save thank you emails, positive feedback, certificates, lists of difficult tasks you completed. When doubt hits, you'll have concrete evidence. Paper doesn't lie. Data doesn't lie. Only your anxiety lies. Done is better than perfect. Always. The mistake doesn't prove you're a fraud. It proves you're trying difficult things. Mediocre people don't make as many mistakes because they don't take risks. You make mistakes because you're in the arena. Success isn't the absence of failures. It's the ability to recover from them. Imposter syndrome loves silence. So speak. Share with someone you trust. You'll discover that people you admire also feel this. By sharing, you break the isolation. And important, if this paralyzes your life, affects your mental health, prevents you from living fully, seek professional help. A psychologist can untie these knots in a way no video can. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The most transformative tip, stop attributing success to luck. Start saying, I succeeded because I'm competent. I prepared and worked intelligently. I deserve this achievement. At first it will seem like a lie, but it's not. It's the truth you need to learn to believe. Claim your merit. It's yours. You reconstruct the narrative of your life. Tomorrow that voice might be there again, but now you have something new. You know its name. You know it lies. You have 5 paths. Name the feeling, collect evidence, accept imperfection, share and seek help, and claim your merit. Impostor syndrome isn't a sentence. It's a pattern that can be transformed. You're not a fraud. You're an incredible person who struggles to internalize your own success. You're human, and that is enough. The world needs your talent. You have the right to occupy the space you conquered. Without guilt, without fear, you deserve inner peace. Deserve to look in the mirror and recognize, I am capable. I deserve to be here. If now, for the first time, 1% of you can believe this video is worth it. Which of these 5 paths touch you most deeply? Which one will you start applying today? Leave it in the comments. Share your experience. If this video helped you feel less alone, leave your like. This helps more people find this message. Subscribe to the channel for more content about self-knowledge and mental health. If you know someone who needs to hear this, share it. Thank you for being here, for having the courage to look within. Until the next video. And remember, you're not a fraud. You're capable and deserve to be exactly where you are.